We're back with a story you're only seeing on WUSA 9. A Maryland man says he's on the hook for a speeding ticket in D.C. for a thief who was driving his stolen car. No surprise he's not happy about this.
Nope, our Casey Nolan has been working to get answers all night. And Casey, you know, this doesn't seem right. The man's car gets stolen and he has to pay for these tickets.
It sure doesn't seem fair, and there's supposed to be a system to take care of these kinds of situations. But the more we dug into it, the more complicated it got.
You know, park my car on Friday, go out, and then Saturday go out to do errands, and it's just not there.
James Pildus's car was gone and his trouble was just getting started. About a month later, this came in the mail, a $150 DC speeding ticket from after his car was stolen.
You know, I heard, okay, well, it's an automatic system. I just need to show them the police report, and that'll be the end of that.
But it wasn't. James tried to contest the ticket, but the DMV wanted more information. A department spokesperson tells WUSA 9 a hearing examiner gave James 10 additional days to provide a police report that included the vehicle make, vehicle identification number, and license plate number, and says that they have no record he ever did that. The plates and make of the car are clearly on the ticket, and James says he gave them the VIN number, and he says the hearing examiner wanted more.
A written statement from the two officers that reported when the car was stolen, and a third statement from the officer who found the vehicle.
He says he could only track down one of the officers to get a supplemental statement that was really no different than the original police report.
And then we went back the second time. They still weren't satisfied?
That's when the judge, or whatever the proper term for it, told me, no, like, someone has to pay this ticket. I think the wording for the second half of that was that's the cost of owning a vehicle.
With the cost of losing one adding up, with rental cars and vacation time to go to DMV hearings, James gave up and just paid it before the fine could double.
It's bad enough that it happens, but I think it's worse that it's inconsistent, because depending on which judge you get, it sounds like, that impacts if it gets dismissed.
The DMV says because he paid the ticket, the case is now closed and there's nothing more they can do. And they claim he should have gotten info in the mail about his options for appealing. He did get his car back, but the insurance company totaled it. Not because the damage was so bad, but because the wait time to fix a Hyundai right now makes it too expensive.
Boy, that is some important context there, and just crazy all the way around.